It's 2025 and Stranger Things fans are still playing the waiting game. Nearly 3 years have passed since we watched Hawkins fall into chaos, Vecna wreak havoc, and our favourite gang go through some of their darkest moments yet. And now the countdown to season 5, the final season, is ticking slowly toward an uncertain release date. If you've been refreshing Netflix in hopes of a surprise trailer drop or a hidden teaser, well, you're not alone. We miss the neon-drenched nostalgia, the eerie whispers of the Upside Down, and yes, even those Demogorgons. Luckily, while we don't have the show itself just yet, we do have plenty of details, theories, and behind-the-scenes buzz to tie us over. So, here is everything we know about Stranger Things Season 5. Stranger Things Season 5 will debut sometime in 2025. That's as specific as it gets for now. Filming kicked off in January 2024 and ran until the end of the year, so the cast and the crew have wrapped principal photography, but post-production is no small feat, especially with the massive visual effects that this show is known for, and reports suggest that they captured over 650 hours of footage, which means the editors have their hands full. So, given the time needed for video effects and other finishing touches, fans can likely expect the new season to hit Netflix in the later half of 2025, most likely in the fall. The Duffer Brothers have already admitted that meeting the 2025 timeline was a tight squeeze, so don't be shocked if we are looking at a late year release. Oh, and don't rule out a two-part finale. Netflix pulled the same move with season 4, and rumours have it that they might repeat it to give this final chapter the send-off it deserves. Is Stranger Things Season 5 really the end? Yes and no. Season 5 will mark the conclusion of the Hawkins saga, wrapping up Eleven's journey and the storylines of Mike, Will, Dustin, Lucas, and the rest of the gang. But while this is the end of the core Stranger Things story, it's far from the last time that we will be visiting this universe. The Duffer Brothers have confirmed that spin-offs are on the horizon. While they've been tight-lipped about specifics, they've made one thing clear: whatever comes next will be wildly different. In fact, Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike, apparently guessed the idea correctly, which is impressive considering even Netflix hasn't been told what it is yet. There's also an animated Stranger Things series in the works, with the Duffers on board as executive producers. Whether that show follows new characters, dives into the past, or explores alternate timelines remains to be seen, but it's another sign that this world is far from finished. What's the plot going to be about? Plot details for season 5 are still under wraps, but we've been given enough breadcrumbs to start piecing things together. For starters, we know that the season picks up after the devastating events of season 4. Vecna was badly wounded but very much alive. Hawkins is torn open and the lines between reality and the Upside Down are blurring faster than ever. Will Byers, who's always had a strange connection to the Upside Down, told Mike ominously he's not going to stop, not until he's taken everything. The Duffer Brothers have confirmed that Will is going to be the emotional centre of season 5. After years of being more in the background, he's stepping into the spotlight. The showrunners describe it as a true coming-of-age moment, both emotionally and supernaturally. Also in the spotlight, Eleven, a poster shared by Netflix, shows that she's missing. Last seen on June 13th, 1986, which happens to be a Friday. The season itself takes place in the fall of 1987, suggesting that we may open the story with Elle still off the grid. Is she hiding? Is she captive? Or has she retreated somewhere else entirely? Perhaps even deeper into the Upside Down? What we can beat our chest to say is that there will be action from the get-go. Dan Trachtenberg, the director of one of the episodes, hinted that season 5 won't follow the traditional slow build structure. Instead, the chaos will be spread evenly throughout, keeping fans on their toes all the way to the finish line. Back to the beginning and maybe back in time? Season 5 is shaping up to be a full circle moment for the series. The Duffer Brothers have said it will circle back to season 1, not just in themes, but possibly in setting and tone. One intriguing detail released by the writer's room showed the script for the season's opening scene, which begins with the sound of cold wind, groaning trees, and a child singing a familiar song. Could it be the clashes should I stay or should I go, or Kate Bush's running up that hill? Either way, it's designed to tug at the nostalgic strings that made this series so iconic. There's even more speculation that time travel might play a role. Season 4 revealed that the Upside Down is frozen in November 1983. Why and how? Well, fans have theorized that unlocking the mystery of that timeline could be the key to defeating Vecna and closing the gates for good. Some theories even suggest the show might jump forward to 1989, making the whole buzz even more intriguing. Other popular fan predictions include the return of Eddie Munson, perhaps as a villain, Max becoming central to Vecna's plan, and the return of Callie, Eleven's long-lost sister, who could help bring down the ultimate evil once and for all. The secrets of the Upside Down will also be finally revealed. In fact, one thing fans have waited for since day one is a deeper dive into the Upside Down. In season 4, we saw more of that eerie parallel world than ever before, but we still don't know what it truly is or how it came to be. That is about to change. The Duffer Brothers have teased that early in season 5 there will be major reveals about the Upside Down, ones that will reshape how we understand everything that's come before. According to them, they wrote out the entire origin story for the dimension when asked by the production team, even though they initially wanted it to remain mysterious. So it's very possible that these long-held secrets will finally make it to the screen. Stranger Things Season 5 cast. Who's returning and who's not in Stranger Things Season 5? Season 5 is officially in production, and with it comes a confirmed return of the familiar faces we've grown up with, and a few new ones too. The cast photos shared to mark the start of filming gave fans a major sigh of relief. All the major players are back. Millie Bobby Brown returns as Eleven, Finn Wolfhard is back as Mike Wheeler, and yes, Sadie Sink will reprise her role as Max Mayfield. Though exactly how Max fits into the story after the events of season 4 remains one of the biggest questions heading into the finale. The rest of the Hawkins crew is also returning. That includes Caleb McLaughlin as Lucas, Noah Schnapp as Will, Gator Matarazzo as Dustin, and Priya Ferguson as Erica Sinclair. Expect to see Maya Hawke back as Robin, Joe Keery as the ever-popular Steve Harrington, Natalia Dyer and Charlie Heaton as Nancy and Jonathan, and of course, Brett Gelman as the endlessly paranoid Marie Bowman. The adults are still in the game too. David Harbour and Winona Ryder return as Hopper and Joyce. Jamie Campbell Bower is also back to haunt our screens as Vecna, the villain at the centre of it all. And yes, there is a legendary new addition. Linda Hamilton, best known as Sarah Connor from Terminator, has joined the cast. While her role remains a secret, her arrival definitely hits at something big. Hamilton herself admitted she's such a huge fan of the series that being cast almost ruined it for her. She says she won't be able to watch season 5 now that she's part of it. Netflix also quietly introduced 3 new cast members: Nell Fisher, Jake Connolly, and Alex Bro, in a behind-the-scenes video celebrating 8 years of Stranger Things. Their characters are still under wraps, but don't expect a flood of fresh faces. Matt Dover has said they are focused on the core group for this final chapter, aiming to close out the story without crowding it with too many newcomers. Unfortunately, 2 fan-favourite characters won't be back. Joseph Quinn's Eddie Munson met his fate in season 4's gut-wrenching finale, and Eduardo Franco, who played Argyle, confirmed he wasn't invited back for the final season. While we wait for Netflix to finally drop that official release date, all signs point to a thrilling, emotional, and high-stakes ending for Stranger Things, with Will at the centre, Eleven possibly missing, and Vecna licking his wounds somewhere in the shadows. Season 5 is set to bring the saga to a dramatic and satisfying close. Until then, dust off your Walkman, crank up some Kate Bush, and stay tuned because Hawkins isn't done with us yet.